What's up, everyone? Eric with HamRadioConcepts, KJ4YZI. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and like and share on Facebook to stay up to date when the videos are posted. Got a quick one here. Got some stuff coming in here soon for QRP fun, and wanted to add to my QRP arsenal. So in previous videos, if you haven't seen, or maybe you did see, I have some MFJ portable BNC telescopic Hamsticks. And I've used these to make contacts at QRP. I have the 20 meter version. I have the 40 meter version. And I have the 1899T, which is a multi-band, a little bit bigger, multi-band 6 through 80 meters with the Wonder lead that you tap different spots on the coil and then adjust the counterpoise length and the antenna length to use this on multi-band. Keep in mind, these all use a counterpoise wire. So you have to have an appropriate length of counterpoise wire from your radio out, and then have the antenna on there to tune it and get it to tune flat. But I added to this collection. Now I have the 15 meter version, the 30 meter version. If you haven't seen my 30 meter video, check that out. This will come in handy a lot, I think. 17 meter version, and the 80 meter version, which is a two-piece also, and it is pretty heavy duty because of the length of wavelength on 80. It's got more coil windings. All of these are BNC at the base loaded antennas, and they're marketed by MFJ as 817, FT817, or Elecraft KX3 antennas, but they can be used with many different radios up to 25 watts. So what I used mine originally for was one of my favorite radios, the 817. The BNC on the front, or what a lot of people asked was the connection on the back. How did I get my right angle BNC adapter to stay straight up? Well, inside this BNC adapter, there's teeth in there. And those little teeth, when you tighten it down, grab on the teeth on the SO239 in the back, so it keeps it from shifting like this. So you got to get one with the teeth in there. So if you didn't see my FT817 video, a little fun fact was that the front BNC connector actually uses less power than the back does. Maybe 2% more power in the back because it's got to switch relays to get the antenna connector in the back working. So if you use this with the BNC on the front next to one with the connector on the back, you may get a couple more minutes of battery life out of this. But these antennas can be used with this 817. They can be used with a KX3, or even a radio I just made a video on not too long ago, the Xiegu X108G China 25 watt HF transceiver that I use QRP a lot. 25 watts though, 160 through 10 meters. So I can use this radio with that same connector on the back, hook up my BNC antenna on the back, and counterpoise would go to the ground screw here. And I could use that portable. So I'm not limited. 25 watts these antennas handle. And also, if I didn't want to carry each one or either one of those radios, or one of the ones you're going to see videos soon, this will be another video coming up. This was a classic, I think, from MFJ. This is the MFJ 9200 multi-band CW transceiver, 5 watt, straight up plain Jane CW transceiver. That's great to just grab and take with you on a trip or in a backpack. And a lot of times I don't want to set up a dipole when I'm up QRP, or I don't want to set up an 80 foot vertical on the water. I want to be as discreet sometimes as possible on a park bench, setting up something like this with the BNC antenna on the top of it, throw a wire on the ground, and have a radio that fast. Great for a bug out kit, great for a prepper's kit, or great for someone that's just interested in summits on the air or parks on the air or wherever. So that's 3 radios I showed you that these antennas will work on, not just the 817 or the KX3. And I like these antennas because they're, they work. They're portable. They're inexpensive enough that you can pick one up and use it in your Go kit without having to string up a dipole. So you can get on a park bench or on the side of if I can get my video up on top of the causeway one day, 200 foot in the air, I'll do that right off the side of the causeway. So a couple questions I had with these antennas. First off, somebody had asked a while ago, Eric, why would I get a 20 meter antenna, or one of these 20 meter, where is it? Why would I get this instead of the multi-band 1899T? Why wouldn't I just get a multi-band? Well, maybe you're one of the people that just decides you only work 20 or you only work 30 digital or CW. Again, these are great for digital because if you're operating JT65, JT9, FT8, RIDI, you're operating that at QRP out in somewhere in a field or on a park. It doesn't take much with those digital modes. So you wouldn't have to string up an 80-foot antenna or a dipole or even have one of these things here if you're only working 20 meter PSK. You can do it with just the 20 meter Hamsticks, save you a little bit of money or save you a little bit of headache, because the multiband one is cool, but it takes a little bit of tuning. So it's dependent on the coil, where you tap the coil with the wonder lead, and how long your counterpoise is based on the band you're on, and then how long is the telescopic portion on the end in relation to the band you're on. So it can be done. I have no problem tuning this, but the video on that shows you, quick how to tune that on my channel. But with this one, it's a little more straightforward. I know it's 468 divided by the frequency equals the length of counterpoise wire. You pull the end out, maybe trim the end. When I say trim it, you pull it out, check your SWR, and maybe go in and out slightly to get that SWR flat, because it may be your counterpoise is off by an inch, or you have surroundings that would affect your SWR, and you would tune it. So it's not just pull it out all the way and transmit. You make sure that if you're using something like this 817, which the older models had notorious for burning out finals, but mine's still trucking, you don't want to lose half of your power or a quarter of your power when you're only using 5 watts, right? QRP, you want to use every bit of that 5 watts and not damage your radio. Especially if I'm using something like this, I want to make sure that 5 watts is making it out there. So an antenna like this, the 20 meter, would fit great on here without having to take too much. I don't have to take all these. However, I do feel like now I have a collection. Now I want to get the other ones. I think they make a 10 and a 12 meter. I don't know if they make a 6 or 160. I think 160 meter would be really long. But now I can have all these sticks at my disposal and just grab the ones I want. And with the radios coming up in future videos, you'll see these will adapt to them perfectly. And I will have an arsenal of ham sticks to use. I did give one to a friend here, a ham friend. Hopefully he uses it. He saw my videos, so hopefully he uses that with his QRP radio. So a quick video showing these little ham sticks and a preview of the 9200, which is discontinued, but I know a friend of a friend who knows somebody who's friends with somebody that he knows who's a friend, and picked one of these up. So I'm going to show you that in the next video. Stay tuned, subscribe, more videos on the way. When this temperature comes down, you will see a lot more QRP out in the field. That way, if you have questions on these antennas, hopefully this video answered them. More videos on the way. Subscribe, share, like on Facebook, and as always, 7-3 from KJ4YZI.